Hello students, I am Om Prakash Katre and today we are discussing the class 10th chapter control and coordination, and topic is how do nerve tissue cause action. How does nerve tissue cause action? So students, we have the two tissues, one nerve tissue or nervous tissue and another muscular tissue. These two tissues are important for the movement of our body. Organisms move one place to another place, and these two tissues are important for the movement. So nerve tissue transmit the nerve impulses. Nerve tissue function is to pass the impulses from one place to another place. But there is no too much role of the nerve tissue. Nerve tissue only help for transmission of the nerve impulses. So nerve tissue help for transmission of the nerve impulses. Nerve impulses are passed from one place to another places. Another muscular tissue is a main tissue. It helps for movement and locomotion. Movement and locomotion is caused due to this muscular tissue. So today we are discussing the role of nervous tissue and muscular tissue to cause the action. Nerve tissue help for transmission of nerve impulse only, but the main tissue help for the movement and locomotion. It is the muscular tissue. Students, in previous class we learned about the diagram of nerve cell. I told you this type was the diagram of nerve cell. Hexagonal head and then dendrites. Then one dendrite become long and elongated. It's called the axon. And this axon is terminated. It is called the synaptic nerve region. And last one, nerve ending. So it was the simple diagram of the nerve cell. I have made this same diagram here. So this is the diagram, axon. This part is the axon, and this is the terminal part of the axon. It is called the synaptic nerve. Okay, so it part is called the synaptic nerve, and from this nerve ending are arises. So this is the same diagram, but I have made the half of the diagram of the neuron. Now what happened? The nerve ending goes toward muscles. Okay, so nerve ending goes toward the muscle. So where they meet with the muscle, it is called neuromuscular junction. Okay, so what is neuromuscular junction? Junction between neuron and muscle. This point is very important. Now students, when nerve impulse come in neuron, when nerve impulse come here, so the nerve impulse come in the neuron. Okay, so it's coming the axon. When nerve impulse come here, there are some sac-like structure, and this sac-like structure contain the acetylcholine, which is called the neurotransmitter. Okay, so the neurotransmitter is released here, and this neurotransmitter through the nerve ending is reached to the muscle. Okay, so this is the basic structure. Neurotransmitter released in the neuron, and this neurotransmitter comes in the muscle. Students, very important part is muscle. This muscle is made up of muscle fiber. Okay, muscle is made up of muscle fiber. In muscle fiber, this like a filament structure are called the muscle fiber, and each muscle fiber is made up of actin and myosin like proteins. These are called actin and myosin. Actin and this is myosin. These are the two protein which are commonly called muscle protein. So we should remember nerve impulse come in the muscle. In muscle there are muscle fiber. So in muscle fiber they are made up of actin and myosin. So actin and myosin in higher classes we will study, but here you understand in muscle fiber there are muscular protein. Now what happened? This is general pathway. Stimuli comes, receptor organ receive the stimuli, Then it's sent to the sensory nerve. Sensory nerve, it passes toward the spinal cord and brain, and reflex action also we have learned. And from spinal cord, it's come in the motor nerve, and then it goes to the effector organ like muscles or blood. So when nerve impulse comes in the muscles, now what happens? How does the nerve tissue cause action? First point, motor nerve fiber release neurotransmitter. Here neurotransmitter is released, and this neurotransmitter is acetylcholine. So first one, motor nerve fiber, it release the neurotransmitter. Neurotransmitter is released, that is acetylcholine. Second, due to the acetylcholine, stimulation of covering of the muscle fiber. So this acetylcholine as a neurotransmitter is coming in the muscle. So it stimulates the muscle fiber. Muscle fiber gets stimulated. Next, sarcoplasmic reticulum secrete calcium. So when it's come in the muscle fiber, neurotransmitter come in the muscle fiber. In muscle fiber, what happened? Endoplasmic reticulum are present, which are called sarcoplasmic reticulum. This secrete the calcium ion. Okay. So when nerve impulse come, neurotransmitter come in the muscle fiber, in stimulate the covering of muscle fiber, and then what happens? Calcium ions are released in the muscle fiber. What happens? Which activate the, now this calcium activate this myosin ATPase enzyme. ATPase enzyme is activated and it releases the ATP in the form of energy. So energy is released from the ATP. So ATP to release the energy. Again, when covering of muscle fiber stimulated, it endoplasmic reticulum secrete the calcium ion. Due to the calcium ion, ATPase enzyme become activated, and ATP, which is known as the currency of energy, it release the energy. And due to the energy, what happens? This actin protein. So actin protein filament, it contract and it slide over to the myosin. So actin and myosin, they are crossing over or striding over to each other. In such cases, actin and myosin are muscles protein. Okay. So when the ATPase enzyme, it release the energy. Due to the energy, this actin and myosin muscle protein contracted. Simply, actin filament is contracted and it slide over to the myosin. And due to the actin and myosin sliding over, the shortening of muscle fiber become short. When contraction takes place, now muscle fiber become short, and it's bring the changes in both the shape as well as arrangement of the muscle fiber. Okay. So when muscle fibers, especially actin protein, contracted and slide over to the myosin, and muscle fiber gets shortened, and it is the main cause of the change in the shape and arrangement of the muscle fiber, and it's lead to the movement. So these are the steps for the nerve tissue action. Another flow chart is here, which is simple, we can easily understand. Flow chart. Nerve impulse release or reach to the muscle. The nerve impulse are reach to the muscles. Then what happens? Calcium ions release in the muscle fiber. As I told you here, calcium ion release in the muscle fiber. And due to the calcium, what happens? Actin filament contract, slide over to myosin, and muscle protein are contracted. If calcium release in the muscle fiber, then muscles protein contracted, actin filament is contracted, and what happens? It leads to the movements of the muscle. So overall, what is this? Overall is, how does nerve tissue cause action? So nerve tissue help for transmission of nerve impulse, but muscular tissue help for movement and locomotion. So overall, these are the steps for the conduction of nerve impulse and nerve tissue cause the action. Thank you.